Good evening, good evening, good evening to all of you Olympic fans. This is your host, Miss USA, bringing it to you live to talk to you a little bit more about the games of the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympics. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about the schedule today, everything going on with the Olympics all the way up to today. OMG, OMG. Now, I will let you know, we will be discussing men's hockey, curling. We're going to be talking about the bobsled teams as well as figure skating and more. Do want to go ahead and let you know that you can watch the prime time in Milan on NBC at 8 p.m. tonight. I have a prior engagement, so I moved this puppy up to 6 p.m. Appreciate all you guys coming through. Hit that like button on your way in. And for more of your Olympic coverage, stay tuned to Miss USA over here at the Olympiad. I just get this one thing real quick I gotta get, and then I'm good. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There it is. Boom. Hit that like button on your way in, guys. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Yes. What's up, Bigotes? Welcome, welcome. Yes. Team USA. 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 Let's go. Absolutely. Listen, I'm not gonna be upset if you guys root for whatever country you want to root for. Hey, go get it. That's your prerogative. But I'm gonna root for mine, baby. Cause I can and I am. Okay. USA. USA. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let me pull up the medal count. We gotta go there. Start from the end in mind. Why? Because I mean, why not? Let me go. Okie dokie. Let me share my screen real quick with y'all. Here it is. And you can catch all the updates as well onto the Olympics website. Literally, it's olympics.com. Like, you can't get more like streamlined than that. Or you can come over here and watch it live. Recapped over here with Miss USA. Yes, I said it, Miss USA. Give it a minute, it'll pop up. But the medal count, man, it's getting real thick. And I mean real thick. It's getting real close. Like this, right now, countries are fighting for every possible medal out there. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous for us. Right now this is day what, 9 out of 15 days of Olympic Games, guys. It's the second week of these Olympic Games. Yep, the Winter Olympics are only for 2 weeks over here in Milan Cortina. What am I acting like I'm there? But yes, it's only 2 weeks. Right now we're in our second week. So you'll get to see a ton of different types of sports. If you never have seen any other sports out there, and you're interested in Winter Olympics, is gonna give you exactly what you want. And I think that's awesome. I think it's amazing. Hey man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Bigotis. Bleacher Report reported 99 top QBs in NFL history. Ryan Tannehill made it to 99. Hey, I like Tanny. I'll take him. But right now, your total medal count, ladies and gentlemen, in gold, standing tall, it's going to be Norway with 14 total gold medals. Overall, 31 goals. They have 8 silver and 9 bronze. Second team with overall count at 24. That would be Italy, the home country right now. It's got 24 total medals. I'm sure they are loving it right now, being able to represent at home. Obviously, I feel like when you're representing your own country at home, I feel like you get that extra boost and also that extra pressure. So it's kind of tough, but very exciting and looking forward to, the Summer Olympics that are going to come up in 2 years at LA or in LA in 2028. That you already know the record. I can already imagine. I mean, when it comes to Winter Olympics, we had the most athletes to compete this year at 232 total athletes for the United States. In the Winter Games, I don't even know how many, but you rest assured in 2 years, we will be here live in the Olympiad talking about everything you need to know about the Olympics, the Summer Olympics. Hopefully, I'll be able to go because that would be so dope. But yes, it's going to be record shattering. I mean, I remember last time we had over 300, so I wouldn't even put it past the US to have like an astronomical amount of Olympic athletes in every single sport. I don't care what sport it is. If it's a sport, you're going to find an American there. I know that for a fact. But that'll be 2020, and we'll talk about that later. Right now, let's discuss currently how the US is doing. We have 21 total medals right now, 6 of them gold, 10 silver, 5 bronze. I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am so tired of coming in second and getting more silver medals. Let's get these golds. Let's get these golds. It's a little rough. It is a little rough. To top it off, Germany in fourth place. Well, they're going by gold over here, but if you go full medal count, Germany has 20. So it's gonna be very interesting. In case you missed it, there you go. You can go to Olympics.com for more reporting. This is day 11. Okay, day 11. Let me actually make this a little bit smaller because I think I OD'd when I was so excited. I zoomed into this puppy real hard. So, man. So let's go ahead and recap in ice hockey, the men's hockey. Sweden competed and won. I think I have this a little bit better. Hold on, because there it is. I think that's easier to read. Let me go to latest news here for us. No, I'm not looking at that. Okay, I mean, I guess we can. Let me go ahead and share this tab real quick. So, in case you missed it, you can find this on Olympic.com. You've got, I'm hitting the Americans. In the best big air competition, we came in second in the freestyle skiing big air. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty dope. We had 3 contestants in that big air that qualified. Really, really nice to see that we at least medaled and we got silver. If you want to watch that, I know that they're going to be showing that tonight as well. The recap. I think it's fun to still watch, even if you already know the results. And let's be honest, you're going to forget. So you might as well still watch. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alyssa Liu, Teams USA figure skater. She did really well in her figure skating. She actually ended up in the short program, and I explained to you this yesterday. In figure skating right now for the women's who are up, they start out with the short program, then they do their free skate. Then they'll take both combined scores to determine who wins gold, silver, and bronze. Right now, today, they finished the short program, and the results of that short program, let me see if I can pull those up for us. I had it here. I just, figure get in. Here it is. So we've got Nakai from Japan. She ended up getting number one overall with a 78.71. Sakamoto, also Japanese, came out with a 77.23. Liu, that we just talked about, Alyssa, she ended up getting a 76.59. Now, I'm going to stop here before I continue because there was one major mistake by one of our women's figure skaters in the US. Her name is Glenn. So it's actually, I'm not going to lie, it hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt me watching it because, my God, you saw it was crazy. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. You would have thought that you know, these athletes, they do so many competitions, so many worldwide competitions, that they would be okay. They'd be able to deal with this pressure. But when they talking about Olympic pressure being Olympic pressure and what it is, it's like nothing you've ever experienced from what I'm hearing from these athletes. And right now, man, it was a beautiful, perfect skate with the exception of her simplest spin. And that's the one that she messed up. So let me go over here so you guys, I'm trying to look for her. Maybe I should do. Hey, what's up, Yolanda? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate it. I'm the figure skating. There it is. I found it. Found it. Found it. Okay. So again, as I said before, please watch these ladies because again, they work so hard. It's pretty dope to be able to see them. Um, the other one showed you a picture, but nah, whatever. You don't need to see their face. You want to see their faces? You go watch them, okay? As I say, Nakai, she ended up getting one. Sakamoto, two. Liu, three for you, Team USA. But over here, man, Amber Glenn literally had, this is her. I feel so bad because in the team's competition, she also messed up and cost Team USA 2 points. Where we were only what? We were up by 2 points. And because of her messing up, it cost us those 2 points. In Japan doing well, we ended up going into the last team event of the free skate, or technically the men's free skate. And in that, Ilya Melanin was able to go ahead and get the gold for us. Thank God. And that was last week. And he beat Japan by like, I think like 3 points. It was insane. I mean, he blew everybody out of the water. Baruch Hashem. But overall, in that particular program, he beat everybody by 3 points. But it didn't matter. All we needed to do was come in first, so that way we can get 10 points. Japan came in second. So we ended up winning the entire team event by one overall team point. And here we go again in the women's short program, ladies and gentlemen. And Amber Glenn again. I don't want to say she chokes. I think she's just in her head. And in the middle of her short program, man, she did great. She did a triple axel. She did a triple Lutz and triple toe. And and it was only like a double loop, a simple jump that she's done a billion times. And unfortunately, her arms came apart when she went up in the air, and that completely stopped her momentum. Instead of doing the 2 rotations she needed, she did, I think, 1 rotation. She got 0 points for that entire element, which is horrible, because when it comes to the technical point, that's when the judges are looking at every single element you put in your program for figure skating. How well do you execute that? And then they give you a plus or minus of plus 5 points, up to 5 points, or minus 5 points, or no points at all. If you completely don't do it, you get 0 points. But you can complete it, but stumble and fall, whatever, and you'll still be able to get some points. She just completely missed that element. And because of that, guys, she missed out on 7 potential points, not including the plus up to plus 5 she could have gotten. So when we go back, oh man, and I'm not even sharing the right tab. Here she is. Ta-da! This is Amber Glenn. This whole time I'm talking about her, and I thought I changed it for us, but it's okay. It's okay. So when we go into over here, which was what I was showing you, Amber Glenn ended up losing those 7 points in that one element that had her literally with just minimum 7 points of completing that one element would have put her here in fourth place, in earshot of medaling. But now she is 11 points behind from the top performer in the short program. No offense, but I don't think in her free skate she's going to have enough points or enough technical elements to be able to get that score high enough. Unless now, from my understanding, they skate again not tomorrow but the next day. If it comes to it, she might have to maybe add in an extra element to it. But the thing is, you're coming into the Olympics with your program already set. You're just fine tweaking, making sure that, go through the motions to change something completely. It does happen. Athletes do that all the time, especially in figure skating. But it is a risk because you're going to be in your head thinking about, okay, what do I want to end up doing? Now, she'll have to go tonight because right now it is midnight. It is 12:36 a.m. in Italy. So technically it's already a Wednesday for them. She'll need to go ahead and do whatever she can to rest, recover, get out of her head, meet with her coach, and try to find a way to get as much technical elements she can with a higher degree of difficulty. And maybe she might be in earshot of, maybe a bronze. But at this point, I mean, 11 points, that is tough to come back in. Now, it's not impossible. Look at what happened in the men's side, where Ilya Melanin went from the short program up 5.5 points, 5.5 points ahead of number 2, which was Japan. And in the free skate, completely choked his performance. Out of the 124 points he could have gotten, he only got 72 points. He missed out on 70 points in his overall score, dropping him from number 1 all the way down to 8th. He didn't even medal, which was insane because, known as the quad god, he's able to perform quads that no other figure skater right now to this day is able to do. And they were expecting him to do 7 quads, which he can do in his sleep. But again, the pressure of the Olympics completely choked. Ended up going from number 1 to 8th. That's what happened in the men's side. Now with Amber, I'm seeing this happen all over again. I think she's a little too tight in her turns. And I'm hoping that she gets out of her head. I don't know what she has to do to get out of her head. Don't overthink it and just right now, honestly, she's got nothing to lose because she's not gonna medal. At this point, she's not gonna medal. So you've already made it to Olympic ice. You're 24 years old, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Just enjoy yourself and do whatever you can to do your best. Drop in whatever you can, do your best. And maybe, just maybe, by taking off that Olympic pressure, because now it's not like, oh, can I now it's like it's pretty much out the, it's out of her hands at this point. Maybe she might end up medaling anyways, because you never know in figure skating what's gonna happen. What's up, Joe? Welcome, welcome. I'd medal for sure. Okay. Right. Yeah. You're gonna medal. Man, get out of here. But that was the biggest, I think, the biggest story when it came to today, especially in figure skating. How Amber Glenn, man, unfortunately, she was in her head in the team events. And then yet again, in the women's individual short program, she was in her head and she ended up costing herself 7 points minimum. Honestly, she like I said, with those 7 points, just not even doing a perfect one, even if she would have gotten 6 points, she would have been top five anyways in earshot of being able to medal. At this point, it's never happened in figure skating ever in the Olympics, but Japan has a legitimate chance of going 1, 2, and 3. We'll see what the three Japanese ladies have in store for the free skate, but I'm hoping that Liu. Let me just show her. Here you go, Elisa Liu. She's who we have left. Hopefully, she can go out there and she can medal. Get us at least a silver, I want gold, but if we can at least get some sort of medal off the women's figure skating, that'll be great because it's been years that the US women's figure skating team has medaled in an individual women's figure skate. So I'm hoping that any medal at this point, it doesn't even matter which one, gold, silver, bronze, I'll take it. And right now, the only one in earshot to be able to make it happen for us is going to be Alyssa Liu. So go check her out for the event in the women's free skate coming up. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little highlight of today's game. Shout out to the Olympic.com. We had the men's snowboarding slopestyle final. We had the the women's cross country team spirit free final, the men's cross country team final. Let me tell you something. These cross country people, they're crazy. I mean, I don't know how you can do what they do because they're literally on skates going up the mountain. And if they and some of them, they also have their in the like the biathlon. They're going up the mountain skating through the track, up the mountain skating through the track, but they're also in the prone position, all the way laid down position and shooting, and then in the standing up position. So they're carrying these guns. And then they're standing there trying to especially the standing one, that's probably the hardest one because you're like in the air trying to like cling, 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 cling. They gotta get 5 and they only get 3 extra rounds. So if you don't, you're missing out. But yeah, all of this occurred today, and let me tell you something. It was very interesting. Very, very interesting. Uh I am very nervous when it comes to the men's curling team and the women's curling team. Not as much. The women's not as much. Shout out to the ladies. They won today. The men's though, they lost to Italy and they lost to China. So right now they're 4-3 in their team play, but I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs. It's gonna be tough. They gotta win both of their games that they have next coming up. If not, if they drop one, they have to hope that they can get in if another team drops who's also in contention for it. We also had the men's ice hockey tournament continue the quarterfinals. Very exciting, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. Very, very, very exciting so far in these Olympics. Shout out to, let me share this puppy real quick. In speed skating, ladies and gentlemen, the men's team pursuit. We got silver, man. Just narrowly got beaten by Italy in that final round. But it's still very exciting for us. And the team pursuit is 3 dudes all skating. Because honestly, it's like NASCAR. They all go left. Like you go left and keep going left and go left after that. Uh, there is a straightaway, but essentially it's the same thing. And their skates, they're always trying to like swing their arms while they're skating. But because it's a team event and team pursuit, you literally have 2 other guys. But if you're the leading guy, you have, or woman, doesn't matter. You have the other 2 literally hanging on to your hip, like grabbing on and hanging on to you, while all of you are synchronized skating. It's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to do that, to the precision, to trusting your team, make sure they're not dragging you down. And for the last guy, I'm assuming he's gonna have to do a lot of pushing too. Hey, shout out to him. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. In the biathlon, you had, which is the one I told you, you had the skis going up the mountain in through the track, some more up the mountain, then through the track, and then you know they did all that, and it was the 4x1 7.5 meter relay. France took the gold, Norway took the silver, Sweden took the bronze. It was actually extremely close, but France pulled it out at the last minute. They had a much better um last leg and third leg, excuse me, that allowed them to actually gain extra time ahead of Norway and Sweden. And just as I'm visiting China in 2 months, I'm telling you, you're a secret agent, but your secret is not safe to you because I say it every time. uh, phew. Shout out to the ladies. This is why I was saying shout out to the ladies. Came back. I wish I would have seen it, but it was at 8 o'clock this morning. No, thank you. One session 9, 10-3 versus Denmark, which is good because we desperately needed. We were 4-2 after dropping our last session to Italy. So I'm glad that the ladies came back. 1-10-3 to Denmark, putting us at 5-2 in a very good spot of making the playoffs. If we can win this next one, then I think that we're guaranteed to go into the playoffs for curling. That should be very exciting for sure. I think this was this today? Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. So the playoffs. No, this wasn't today, or was it? Let me hold up. Hold up. Oh yeah, it was today. Let's start it off. The men's curling, Sweden lost to Switzerland. And our guys, man, they took none but L's today. They lost to China. God, man, China. Ugh. But hey, it happens. Czechia beat Germany. Barely beat Germany 9-7, but still beat them. In ice hockey for the playoffs, the men's qualifier, Germany beat France. You also had Switzerland beating the hometown heroes in 3-0. Now, one thing that I don't know if everybody knows or not, but whenever you're hosting, just like the World Cup, whenever you're hosting, you're the host nation. You automatically qualify for every single event automatically. So you need to have athletes that are gonna at least, you know, participate. So in every single, doesn't mean that you gotta be the best one, but in every single one, you have an automatic in. Key example, Qatar, a few World Cups ago, when they hosted the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, Qatar can't stand on, man. They suck in soccer. But because they were the host nation, they automatically got in playing um the World Cup over there. For example, this World Cup that's coming up to this year in a couple of months, FIFA, the North American Cup, essentially. It's hosted by USA, Mexico, and Canada. All three countries have qualified to come in and play in the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. Even though technically we're the main ones hosting, which I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was just us. Like, why do we gotta have Canada and Mexico? But whatever. They came in, it is what it is, fine. But it's mostly us. Like almost every event is within the United States, all over the United States, with the final being at MetLife Stadium. Now, one thing that FIFA did tell all NFL stadiums, they must all have natural grass. And I think the NFL is actually going to be utilizing this as a way of perhaps forcing every single stadium to have natural grass. Now, is that going to be a higher maintenance for some owners than others? Yes. It is what it is. Because as we know, the turf, it sucks. It does. It is what it's horrible for players to play in turf. We know this. There's no give. We have way too many soft ligament issues in the NFL happening, not just because of the training guidelines that they have with this last CBA, but a lot of it has to do with the turf. And one of the worst stadiums to play in is MetLife Stadium. I've been there. I've walked on that turf. I can understand why players don't like playing there because, man, it sucks. And you have not one, two NFL teams that play there. So this is going to be very exciting to see. But yes, that final FIFA World Cup championship will be held at MetLife Stadium later this year. Okay? See, you get it all here in the Olympiad, man. We give you everything. You know? Are we going to talk about the World Cup? I hate soccer, but I love the World Cup. We might have a show, We might have a show, might not. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's continue. In the Nordic combined, Norway, I'm telling you, Norway's winning all this stuff, man. Norway, Austria, and Finland 1, 2, and 3. And the women's curling, Canada beat Sweden. Italy beat Japan. Shout out to the host nation. Bastards, they beat us too yesterday. But whatever. And we destroyed Denmark. Thank God, because we desperately needed it. Switzerland beat Korea. And like I told you in the biathlon as well. Now let's move. You had a lot of speed skating here going on. And the men's, as I said, gold to Italy, silver to the United States, and you had the bronze for China. In ice hockey, we already talked about that. Let's continue. The two-man bobsled Heat 3 happened today. Heat 4 should happen tomorrow as well. We'll go over the schedule in a second. And damn, Team Italy, men and women, shout out to them. both of them beat USA. Both of them. I mean, it's horrible for us, but hey, shout out to the host country. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Beat everybody. Canada beat Great Britain, and Sweden beat Norway. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Curling is a cool sport, and seeing, like how they do it. First of all, they all do leg day. They all do leg day. Cause I see these guys and gals when they're about to throw their stone, they're practically doing a split on the ice. Like it's crazy. Any mountaineering yet? They already did that. Yes, they absolutely did the mountaineering. But with all of the Nordic combines and all of the biathlons, they're getting up there, man. They're getting up there. They're absolutely getting up there for sure. The freestyle men's medal match, as you saw, we won second place, which sucks. But hey, at least we got it. Shout out to them. And as I explained yesterday, and again for those of you who are new to the sport in the freestyles or free ski big air final, the way that they score these is you get 3 runs. One of them is a throwaway, but you must have 2. And then they take your 2 best runs, combine those to determine who wins gold, silver, and bronze. And I'm not going to lie, this final, and the commentators were talking about it, they ended up really pushing the limits with a lot of 2160 and a bunch of other very technical jumps. But I'll tell you this, they might be pushing, they're definitely pushed the limit when it came to this sport. So you're going to be seeing a lot of more tricks and a lot of more combined elements for these gentlemen, because what we saw today, which you'll be able to see on prime time tonight at 8 p.m., enjoy it, guys. It's awesome. It really is. And there you go with the bobsled 2-man heat for Germany with a clean sweep, man. First time I see in this Olympics that a team clean sweeps any event. Oh no, I think Norway might have done it. Did they? No, they came close. Definitely Germany. Clean sweep. 1, 2, and 3. Ice hockey men's qualifier, you had Sweden versus Latvia. They destroyed. And poof, that's it. That's what happened today. It was actually very exciting. I'll tell you this, with the way that the men's hockey team is playing, we're looking pretty decent. I'm not 100%, I don't know. Canada is still favored to have the gold, to win gold in the men's side. The women's side, nah, women are destroying everything. Canada, they can't hold a bucket of water to our ladies. The ladies are out here they're ripping out hearts. And we're about to see record-breaking performances too, because if one of our ladies, right now she's tied 14 total Olympic goals. No other woman in Team USA has ever done that except one. Now she's actually 2. She's tied. So there's 3 of them, 14, 14, and 14. But in this last match, which, by the way, it's Canada versus Team USA, if she manages to go ahead and score again, and she'll be the USA women's goal maker of all time. Like it's crazy, it's nuts. So you get to watch some history coming up. That'll be in 2 days on the 19th for the women's hockey gold medal match. between Canada and the United States. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'll tell you this. I think these Olympics, let me go back to this. I think these Olympics have ended up being kind of what you mostly expected with some twists. And some twists, but not in a good way. What I mean by that, Ilya Melanin not winning gold, who was the like by far the betting favorite to completely just go from 1 to 8. Like you couldn't even like literally nobody thought that was gonna happen. Nobody. And the fact that Team USA, the ladies, they might not even, medal because Japan right now it's like dominating. Where these Japanese come from, man? That's gonna be interesting to see the women's free skating. I want to see. Hopefully, Alisa Lu can get us at least one of those medals. But I think the one that I also find very interesting is Team USA, the curling team, the men. Guys, I was expecting us to like make it for sure, make it to the playoffs. Now we're hanging to dear life. I believe we're playing Great Britain next and one more other team. We can't drop. To guarantee playoffs, we have to win both. But if we drop one, kind of like the Dolphins, we gotta wait and see what other teams do, and then hope to God that we make it. That's the only thing I can think of, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it does, because I really want to what do you call it? I want to win, man, and I think we have the right athletes to make it happen. But this Olympics, they've been tough. They've been kicking our booty. But one thing I noticed for the Winter Olympics is that Team USA needs to do much better when it comes to the mountaineering and the all of the, not the skiing aspect, not the alpine skiing, because we do pretty well with that, snowboarding too. But when it comes to like the Nordic combine and the like like the biathlon, you know what I mean? Or the cross country skiing. The Nordic combine, like these other teams are destroying us. It sucks. The ski mountaineering. I know that Joe was looking for. Yeah, that already happened early earlier late last week. But anything to do with the mountains like that, we gotta get better. We have California. We have Utah. Give me another state. I don't know what other state has mountains with snow. I don't look. I'm a Floridian. I have no idea, but I know Utah does. I know Utah does. You've got where else? What is a famous like? Well, damn, Salt Lake City is the only thing I can think of right now. Um, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. I don't know, but all I know is we have to get better at those because right now in 2030, well, it's 26 right now, then 30, not 30, 34. In 2034, US will be hosting the Winter Olympics. We gotta tighten up, man. We gotta tighten up. That's all I'm saying. I was in the German Alps a few weeks ago. It was so much fun. I'm sure it was. They got French Alps, German Alps, Italian Alps, some other Alps. I don't know. It's like the Appalachian Mountains, cut through like 7 states. Or well, no, Rocky Mountains really mostly like Colorado. But the Appalachian Mountains, They go through like 7 states. But we need to get more of those kind of athletes to be able to compete because right now, Norway, Sweden, Finland, man, there's definitely Norway. My God. Norway, that's why they're number one right now in medal count. The only reason why is because they're killing it when it comes to the anything to do with jumping. I feel good. The United States always has great representation. Sky jumping, snowboarding, all of that good stuff. I feel like we're good. Speed skating, we're good. Luge, skeleton, I feel like we're good. We have great representation, obviously, in hockey. Curling, right. But conquest, what, cross country skiing, forget it. We're getting killed. It's not good. We have to be better. So that'll be the one thing I will say about Team USA. We got time up. All these mountain events, we got to get better at it. We just do. Does that mean we got to go outside the US to train? I don't know, maybe. But we've got mountains. So let's use what God literally gave us so we can get these medals and get these goals. They had beer stops all over the ski. Of course they did, Joe. You're hilarious, man. You are hilarious. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a recap of today's events. Now, the cool thing is, in less than an hour, you're going to get to watch all of this. And that way you can go ahead and enjoy it if you didn't get a chance to watch it live today. Let's go over the schedule for tomorrow so you guys can go ahead and be ready for that. Now, remember. Um, where are we? Hold on. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's 1:03 a.m. in Italy right now. So let me share this. So you'll see later on today, 3 o'clock, you got the Nordic Combined, the Large Hill official training. Then you got the Women's Round Robin session 10. Okay. You can't see anything. So let's go ahead and share again. What I'm not sharing? Embarrassing. Which one is this Olympic? Yeah. Okay. So you got this is, by the way, if you didn't know, this is called skeleton. I just keep showing you guys because why not? You know, it's 104 in Italy. Buonasera, buonasera. Not gonna lie, listening to the Italians talk curling, dude, I was like, what the heck are they saying? 'Cause they're going 1,000 miles an hour. Or listening to anybody else from any other country, I think it's cool because I'm like, I'm like, wow, they're really intensely like passionately talking about what it is they're saying. I love it. Women's session 10 in curling is happening tomorrow. You see Denmark versus China. You're gonna see the one at 3:05 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I'm not making this. I'll watch the replay. Maybe with y'all. It's gonna be Great Britain, USA. That should be fun. We need this win to solidify us going in. You got Sweden, Korea. You also got the cross country skiing for the women team Spirit Free. The Alpine women's slalom. Shout out to Michaela Schifrin, who will be trying for her first medal in 8 years. Hopefully, she'll be able to get it. Now, she did have a fall last week. She's a little bit injured. Update on Lindsey Vaughn. She put out on her tweet or Instagram, one of those, that she hasn't been able to walk since her fall from the last event, the very first event that she did in the Olympics, which kind of sucks. So she's been literally bedridden for over a week. Um, she's gotten everybody's thoughts and prayers, obviously. Now, if you guys don't know Lacey Vaughn, one of the most decorated Olympians in winter sports history for Team USA. At 41, she was determined to make it, and she did. Then got injured a week before the games, completely tore 100% of her ACL. She still fought through, still made it happen, still qualified, by the way, because you can make it and be an Olympian, but you also have to qualify. Made it to the qualifications, and as she was going down one of the turns, her ski got stuck in the snow. It was she hit one of the gates that forced her to literally turn like maybe 180, and her skis got stuck. Complete disaster, man. And she had to be airlifted off the mountain. It was actually very scary because she's on one leg already. So you know what I mean. You don't want to think like what's gonna happen. She's still a human. Like what's going on? But she says she's okay. She's recovering. We'll see when she'll be able to get back up. But man, talk about giving your all. You know what I mean? Like she gave her all. And shout out to her. She's inspirational to still try to do it. Now moving on to the women's slalom. Here comes Michaela Schifrin, another well decorated Olympian for us. We'll see. She'll be able to go ahead and get this medal. Should be interesting. You got the bobsledding, also the the first two heats, and then they have to skip a day because of all the G force and all that. They're not allowed to do more than two runs. So they'll do two heats, take a day off, and then the day after they'll go ahead and do the second heat 3 and heat 4. Then you got the women's aerial qualifier and the men's cross country skiing as well. All this good stuff. Now, warning. Some events belong to the group were canceled or delayed or interrupted or postponed or rescheduled. Why is that? The men's snowboard slope style, there were due to weather actually. So we gotta see if they're gonna end up doing it. It is a medal match. We'll see. The cross country skiing women's is also a medal one. So we'll see if they're able to do that. You got the men's ice hockey, Slovakia versus Germany at 6 a.m. Well, 6:10. The men's free spirit. The women aerial finals, again, due to weather conditions, also due to the track. Sometimes they have to postpone things like that. So we'll see what they're doing. They don't know. They might have to push it back or find some other thing to do. Alpine slalom run 2 for the medal. That'll be at 7:30. The two woman official training for bobsledding will also start tomorrow, 8 a.m. You got the men's curling, Italy and Canada. Hello. Because it's Canada, you know. Czechia versus China in curling. Norway versus Switzerland. US versus Great Britain, the men's US. Then you got the women's snowboarding, so style. We'll see again if it gets delayed or not. The women's 4x6 kilometer biathlon, where they go up the mountain, slide through the mountain. They go on the lay down position and bing, 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 bing. And then they keep going. You know what I mean? You got the men's playoff qualifier for ice hockey, Canada versus Czechia at 10:40. The men's ice hockey other playoff, Finland versus Switzerland. Women's session 11. You've got Japan versus Great Britain. You also got Switzerland versus Denmark, Canada versus Italy, China versus Sweden, and you also have, the men's qualifier 500-meter semifinals for the short track speed raising and the women's 3,000-meter relay as well. You got the qualifier and then the medal match. Then you got the men's hockey playoff quarterfinals. Sweden and Team USA going to battle tomorrow at 3:10 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Hopefully that I should be able to see. Then you got the short track speed skating medal match or final, men's 500 millimeters. So there you have it. That's your schedule for tomorrow, guys. Everything starts at like 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, but nope. You can go ahead and catch the replay over here. Well, the recap over here with Miss USA in the Olympiad, and also too on the prime time in Milan on NBC every night at 8 p.m., where they showcase all of Team USA's opportunities to win, as well as all the events that we are going to be at as well. Um, Appreciate all you guys for coming through. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button if you like the content. Thank you so much. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you want to see some more of Miss Phins, continue to like, share, subscribe. As I'm still trying to get over being sick for over a week. It's another reason why I couldn't do it. I couldn't even do. I started out the last weekend, got sick all weekend, couldn't even do the Olympiad. I barely could do it, but we're here. We did it. So I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I will see you guys. Well, definitely tomorrow night for the Olympiad. For Miss Finn, stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow morning. If not, for sure Thursday morning. I'll take care of you guys. And hey, go Team USA. All I know is I need more gold. USA. USA. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.